I had a brother that worked in the World Trade Center on 9/11. The first terrorist attack on the UN mission in Baghdad in 2003, I lost my cousin. So terrorism has fundamentally affected my family. What do I tell my kids? So here's a story. So I live in the suburbs of New Jersey, and we participate in collecting food bank for the food bank in New Brunswick, New Jersey. And so this past summer, the kids and I are buying the staples of the food bank, right? Powdered milk, canned tuna, canned fruit, and macaroni and cheese, right? So we've got 4 carts of this stuff. And they're so excited. Everyone's asking, what are you doing with all this? Oh, we're taking it to the food bank. People are saying, oh, well, here's $1, go buy 2 more boxes of mac and cheese. You know, it was a great experience for the kids. We get to the parking lot. I have a large SUV because I'm from New Jersey. And I can't put all the stuff behind my car, right? So I'm using the space right next to mine to load into the car. And it's 600 space parking lot. And this man comes in a pickup truck, and he stands behind me. And he starts to rev his engine. He wants to get into the spot where we're standing. And we've got a lot more to offload. So I'm telling the kids, just don't pay attention. There's plenty of space. He's going to go somewhere. He proceeds to back his truck into our carts, into my car, and almost hits my son. If he was an inanimate object, he would have hit my son. He pins me against my SUV and gets out of his car, and he's yelling expletives about his country and people like me. And he leaves, and he goes into ShopRite. And of course, my teenage daughter, she runs after him because she's going to tell the manager that this man is not a nice guy. And I call the police, and of course, this car's right there. I've got the license plate. The police are going to come. To make a long story short, he leaves. They catch him. People take pictures of his car. He lives a few blocks away from me, and he just was hurling profanity, which is why people came to around us. And it was my first experience of in my face. I mean, he pinned me against my car, opened his door. He was in my face of someone telling me that I don't belong. Now, I'm going to turn 40. So it was my first experience with that. I grew up in the suburbs of New Jersey. It's where I was born and raised, with this false consciousness that I always belonged. I never felt like I didn't belong. But what my kids witnessed on that day was someone telling them that this is their country and they don't belong, and so my kids deserve to almost be hit by a car. And the crazy thing is, we're buying food for the New Brunswick Food Bank. Like, civic participation in its full. And so my answer to that is, not only do what they not see is not Islam, but also what they experienced is not America. Because what I tell them is that every person, including one military, because I teach military defense, I know military tattoos, he comes and he says to my kids, you guys are good, I'm right here with you, right? So just like ISIS is not Islam, and I don't worry about my kids falling victim to that as if I should, I tell them that that is not America.